Hello, Srimata Education subscribers and students who are going to watch this live session. So, in this live session, we are going to do a detailed explanation on simple present tense in the English grammar concept. So, simple present tense, as in like we are going to explain all the shortcuts with practical examples or uses of simple present tense. Everything we are going to discuss in this live session. So often students are more confused on simple present tense, specifically when they use he doesn't or he don't, she doesn't, he don't. With these terms, students often get confused. So we are going to give a clarification in this live session, and this is going to be a very useful live session to all the students who are preparing for various competitive exams. It is also useful for school students and intermediate students, class 1, class 11, class 12 students. So this is a universal live session for everyone. So let's not waste much time, and let's get into the details. So in this live session, we are major about the simple present tense, its usage, concepts, spelling rules, practice questions, etc. Everything we are going to discuss in this live session. So when do we use simple present tense? First let's first let's understand the basics basically. So when do we use the simple present tense? So when we talk about habits and routines, actions that happen regularly or repeatedly. So when you talk about something that happens every day, I go to school every day, I go to college every day, I take bus number 47 every day, I visit doctor every week. These are like habits and routines and unchanging situations. If you are talking about facts, basically facts, then also you use simple present tense. And then general truth, when you talk about general truth like scientific facts and universal statements, then also you use simple present tense. Fixed arrangements, when you talk about schedules or timetable, then also you talk about simple, then also use simple present tense. So general truths, facts, habits and routines, and fixed arrangements like schedule or timetable events, we generally use simple present tense. So these are the basics. So Usharani, regarding life sciences cutoff, we have already discussed in the expected cutoff video of APZ. You refer that. I will also reply to your comment after this live session. So let's get into the other details, structure and at a glance. So affirmative sentence for I, you, we, and they. That the structure is subject plus verb. So subject is I, you, we, and they. So it should be accompanied by verb. So the example sentence is they study every night. They do they do late night study every night. They do combined study every night. They study every night. So subject plus verb is the combination for affirmative sentence. If you are using he, she, and it, the subject plus verb, and then s or es has to come. Like he studies every night, she studies every night, it barks every day, it howls every day. So if you are using he, she, and it, the verb should be accompanied by yes or es. If you are using I, you, we, and they, then you don't need to use s or es at the end of the verb. But if you are using he, she, and it, then at the end of the verb you need to use s or es. He studies every night. He goes to school every day. He goes to college every day. They study every night. She studies every night, or he studies every night. Then negative sentence for I, you, we, and they. Subject plus don't plus verb. They don't study on Saturdays. They don't study on Saturdays. But if you are using he, she, and it, he doesn't study on Sundays. She doesn't study on Sundays. It doesn't study on Sundays. So he, she, and it, if you are using that, yes has to come at the end of the verb. And I mean, that doesn't has to come. So if you are using he, she, and it, don't use don't. He doesn't. She doesn't. I don't, you don't, we don't, they don't, he doesn't, she doesn't, it doesn't. So this is the right way of framing the sentence. He doesn't, she doesn't. Most times people say he don't, she don't. Wrong. He doesn't, she doesn't, it doesn't. If you are using a negative sentence. And interrogative sentence, do plus subject plus verb. Do they study English? And if you are using he, she, does she study English? Do she study English is a wrong statement. Does she study English? Does she go to school every day? Does she go to college every day? Does she read book every day? Does she watch TV every day? She watches TV every day. Does she watch TV every day? He goes to school every day. Does she go to school every day? So the sentence formation has to be like this if you are using simple present tense. Then let's get into the S spelling rules. That the S is mandatory. Like most verbs add S. Walk, walks. Write, writes. I walk, she walks. You walk, he walks. They walk, it walks. So that's the difference. So for watch, for some verbs we use ch, sh, yes, x, z, etc. Like watch, watches. Fix, fixes. Pass, passes. I pass, he passes. They pass, she passes. I watch, he watches. I fix, he fixes. They fix, she fixes. So this is the right combination. And consonant plus y, change y to is. Carry, carries. Fly, flies. I carry a file. He carries a file. She carry lunch. I carry lunch. She carries lunch. They carry lunch every day. She carries lunch every day. Bird flies. Birds fly. Bird is a singular. Bird fly. Birds flies. So when you are using birds fly, bird flies. So when you are using singular form, like for animal names or birds or something, like dog bites. Dogs bite. Dog, dog bites. Es we add. If you are using dogs, like more dogs bite. No es or no es. So dog bites. Dogs bite. Then oval, like play, plays, says. He plays piano. I play piano. I play piano. He plays piano. They play piano. She plays piano. He plays piano. Does she play piano? Do they play piano? Do I play piano? Does he play piano? So this is the right sentence formations in the simple present tense. And that important negative questions for negative and interrogative forms, the main verb yes has should not be there. Like if you are writing interrogative, like does he eats, wrong sentence. Does he eat, correct sentence. Does she goes, wrong statement. Does she go, correct statement. So does he eat, does she go. So when you are using does question format sentence, that s should not come for the verb. Does she eat, does she go. This is the right combination. So now it's a practice time. Let's practice some questions here. So my brother dash at a bank in the city. So the verb is work. So my brother, the correct answer is my brother works at a bank in the city. My brother works. WORKS. My brother works at a bank in the city. We dash spicy food very much. We dash spicy food very much. So not and like is the verb form here. We do not like spicy food very much. The correct answer is we do not like spicy food very much. My brother works at a bank in the city. If you are watching this live, you can also answer to the questions that are there here. You can also answer. We do not like spicy food very much. My brother works at a bank in the city. Dash your father dash the guitar. So the correct answer is does your father play the guitar. Does, it's not do your father, it's does your father. Does your father play the guitar. The moon dash the earth once every 28. The moon, the verb is circle here. The moon circles the earth once every 28 days. The moon circles the earth once every 28 days. She washes her car every Saturday morning. It's not she wash, it's she washes. She washes her car every Saturday morning. She washes her car. So this is the right answer. Now, so that's the answer. He works. They don't like. Does and play, circle. So these are the correct answers. And now error detection. So every sentence has a mistake here. Does she goes to gym on Friday? Wrong sentence. Does she go to the gym on Fridays? Does she go to the gym on Fridays? So this is the correct answer. They has two dogs and a cat. Wrong answer. They have. It's not they has. They have two dogs and a cat. They have two dogs and a cat. A scientist studies the laws of nature. Wrong sentence. A scientist study the laws of nature. A scientist study the laws of a scientist study the laws of nature, because here laws of nature is a plural sentence. A scientist study the laws of nature. I don't know the answer to that question. This is the right sentence. I don't know the answer to that question. It's not I doesn't. He doesn't know the answer to that question is the right sentence. I don't know the answer to that question is the right sentence. He doesn't know the answer to that question is the right sentence. He don't wrong, I doesn't wrong. So this is also very important. Remember, water boil at 100 degrees centigrade, wrong sentence. Water boils at 100 degrees centigrade. Water boils at 100 degrees centigrade is the right answer. And then corrections explained. Does she goes? The right answer is does she go? They have, wrong answer, they have. Studies, wrong answer, it's studies. I doesn't, wrong, it's I don't. Water boil is wrong, it's water boils. So these are the important error detections in this particular verb. So there are some challenging verbs also when we use this. So every morning the sun rises, rises. Every morning the sun rises at 6 a.m. Rises is the correct answer. I always lay I always lay my glasses on the night before bed. I always lay. I here it's not lace. I always lay my glasses on the nightstand before bed. He sits in the same chair every single day. He sits, it's not sit. He sits in the same chair every single day. So these are the correct answers. So rises. The sun rises at 6 a.m. every day. The sun rises. Lay is the right answer, and so these are the correct formations. So key takeaways: know your subject. So it is very important to know the subject form. He, she, it. Whenever we are using he, she, and it, the verb should have s or es at the end, depending on the verb spelling. And you need to apply the spelling rules properly. Never double mark between does and do. So for does has to be used only if you use he, she, and it, and you have to use do when you use I, you, we, and they. So that's all about it. So we hope that this live session is very helpful to you. And every day we'll be taking grammar classes as well. So do like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Stay tuned to Srimata Education for more and more English grammar classes. Thank you.